What have I learnt from YouTube and Dark Souls? Now there's a question. I started YouTube a number of years ago, starting with AD&D guides. I went on to do short films and a little bit of editing throughout lockdown. After lockdown, back to work and trying to catch up on bills and life, my drive for YouTube waned, and I left it for a couple of years until I found a little gem of a game that I had heard about, but when it was released I was not into games like this. I liked World of Warcraft, Dota 2, and that was about it. Although I did learn to play StarCraft 2 during lockdown, and I got to Gold 1, which for me was a massive achievement. I wanted to get back into YouTube, but didn't feel good enough at StarCraft to release videos on that. Maybe one day. But I got Dark Souls in a Steam sale. I heard nothing but good things, except for the fact that it was punishingly hard. I remember my brother saying that I would hate it, and back when it was released, I was a very impatient person, and after playing recently, he was totally right. I would have hated it, but I was older now. Let's try it out. I played it, and quit at the Capra Demon. After 30 or so tries to beat him, I couldn't because of those damn dogs. Oh, and the demon. I put it down, and Dark Souls drifted into the back of my mind. But it was always there, enticing me to try again, niggling away at me until finally I thought I need some level of commitment to play this. I need a reason. Just playing it wasn't enough. So YouTube sprung to mind. If I record it for an audience, I would commit to this game. I would have to see it through. I couldn't just quit when things got tough. I would have to persevere. So the decision was made, my YouTube channel would transition into a Let's Play gaming channel. The first video was recorded. The sound was awful. I forgot to record half the time, so I was speaking to my monitor, so I scrapped it. Reset my settings and began the next phase, which was released. The Dark Souls remastered playthrough had begun. I was in, I was committed, and I even got about 30 views. To be fair, most of those people only watched for a short amount of time, but I didn't care, people were watching. I even gained some subscribers. I'm a small channel, just starting out really. I'm in a huge ocean of long-serving content creators. Chances of my channel hitting it off are incredibly low. I know that, and I knew that, but it ignited that need to continue playing this brutal game. And I did. I kept going, and doing it on YouTube meant I couldn't get angry, swear at the game, headbutt my keyboard. I had to remain composed and persist. This helped me massively. I was more careful, I took my time, and finally, just recently, defeated Lord Gwyn and became the Dark Lord. Dark Souls was a test, not just in perseverance, not just in patience and dealing with the most extreme frustration I'd felt in a game for many years. It was a test to see if I enjoyed YouTube. My plan was to complete Dark Souls and see if I wanted to carry on with the channel. If I didn't enjoy it and didn't feel comfortable recording by the time I finished the game, I would have closed the channel and it would have been another thing in life that I'd tried, and I would have been happy with that. However, I did enjoy it, I did feel comfortable eventually, and now I can't see me playing a game without the thought of, would this be good to record? I tried a few different games that didn't gel or I just didn't like them. Lords of the Fallen, I'm talking to you. But I have now ventured into the world of first-person shooters, but the dark fantasy vibe has never left. And me and Dark Souls have unfinished business. I need to do the DLC, then play 2 and 3. So, what have I learned? 1. YouTube is great fun. 2. Dark Souls is amazing. 3. I can complete a game. But there is so much more I'd like to discuss about how Dark Souls helped my mental health, how it taught me many things. I would like to do a separate video about this, as I think it's important enough. But to stay on topic, YouTube is not an easy thing to get going with in this day and age, especially for Let's Plays. All the tips go on about finding your niche. What's my niche? Nothing different to 1,000 other channels. Should I do funny videos? Not something I'm good at, and besides, I want to play through these games. Guides? Perhaps, but I'm restricted to 3 games that I could potentially do guides for. World of Warcraft, StarCraft 2 and Dark Souls 1. Perhaps. But there are many much better guides out there, so I'll stick to what I'm doing. I have 88 subs now. If 88 people were standing behind me watching me play a game, I'd shit myself. So yeah, I appreciate every single one of my subscribers. To me, that's a lot of people who would like to watch my content, and I couldn't ask for a better compliment. So thank you to you all, and for any future subscribers, I value your time and would love to hear from you in the comments, even if it's just to say hi. If anyone is thinking of starting a YouTube channel, please do it. It's a great way to spend your time, a great way to actually commit to the games you buy, as if you're like me, you'll have a Steam library or a library of some description of about 200 plus games you have yet to play. Play them, record them and have some fun with it. If you do, drop me a comment, you'll have a new subscriber. About that unfinished business I have with Dark Souls, I'll be putting out a video soon, a cleric guide. It will be an educated playthrough as I've done my research. I'll do the game and dive into the DLC, so you get to see that and a proper video of me defeating Gwyn, hopefully without the PC malfunction this time. Anyway, let me know your experience with Dark Souls, good or bad, and if it has affected you in any way. It really is a game that I believe will still be played in years to come.